Tell me how did one compare with the other?
The one with my dad, it wasn't I would say it was accidental heroes dose because I was with friends at first and we were playful, like playing games, and then we were down by the fire pit, and then I went up to the restroom to like take some more. I
Mhm.
was like, might as well while I'm up here. And then everyone goes to bed. I'm like, oh shit. Now I'm on this alone. But I lay
Uh-oh.
next to, yeah, I lay in my bed and I put on a little eye mask, and I was real
Mhm.
scared at first, but I heard some male voice from somewhere just say, surrender. And so I did, and I felt like I astral projected, connected to my dad's essence. And I was like, oh
Wow.
my God, you've been here the whole time. You never abandoned me. And I felt
Wow.
so much unconditional love that it was just like, I'd never felt that before. And I was like, oh, it's all about
Wow.
being love and amplifying love and da 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 da. And then the next, and I was just like crying. And I was like, how could I have ever asked myself or wondered that you were gone? I had thought that I would never experience as much joy with my dad being gone. I was like, I can have a beautiful, joyful life, even though my dad isn't here in his physical presence. That was it was a big cathartic release too.
Mhm.
Whereas this last one, way smaller of an amount. Ironically, like, I had met some people at the Conscious Life Expo in LA, and they sent me some called Hillbilly, and I was like, "How did they know?" Because I'm from, like, the backwoods, right? The piney woods.
Uh-huh.
And so this one, I'm coming up on my friend just died, um, in February, or was murdered rather, and so I'm, like, looking through old pictures and text messages, and I'm listening to the ocean waves come in because I was in Mexico, and I was just reading a message, and it said something about, "I can't wait to catch up and hear that 903 voice." And, I was like, "I do have a 903 voice." And then
Mhm.
I got up and I started dancing and moving and, like, touching my body, and then I played Outlaw Women by Hank Williams Jr., and then I was like, "You know what? Yeah, I do ha I did have a grandmother or great-grandmother with 12 toes and a moonshining grandfather and an uncle that's younger than me, and I lived in a trailer," and it felt like a piece that I was, like, ashamed or had disowned of myself for so long,
Mhm.
that coming into and stepping out of it, it was an opportunity to accept and own and celebrate. So, like, Outlaw Women has been my anthem for the last few days. And I'm like, "Okay, I got my boots on today." Like, that is part of who I am, but